Welcome to Roseflower Radio, the show that goes behind the scenes of your favorite independent artists and creatives. I'm your co-host, Micah Wilson.
And I'm your co-host, Finlay Matthias. With us today is an incredibly talented singer and songwriter from Bangalore, India. Her new EP is coming out very, very soon. Whoop! Her song Top Cat is out on all streaming platforms right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Anokhi! Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for hopping on.
Of course. It's amazing to be here, and you guys are very professional.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We try.
We try to get, our goal was to get everybody to say that the intro is professional, so you fell right into our trap. I'm sorry. We got
It's the
you.
business ploy. Achieved.
No, so 22 years old, living out here in LA, but from Bangalore,
Yes.
India, right?
Yes.
So did you grow up with music in India, or did you kind of come to America and then find music? What was the timeline on your starting your musical journey?
Okay, so sheesh, good question. Okay, so I mean, in Bangalore, there is a really big music scene, and a lot of it is catered to like Western artists. But it's mostly Bollywood because India, and I came out here to make my name as a singer that makes Western music.
Okay.
But this is the thing: in Bangalore, big fish, small pond.
Yeah.
In LA, regular fish, huge ass pond.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
was
shit.
gonna say, I don't know if LA is a smaller pond, but it's a different pond.
it's because everyone over here wants to be creative. you
Yeah.
know? and it's.
Yeah, what is kind of like the attitude towards creatives, musicians in India?
Oof. Okay, so I love my family because I actually took a gap year to find out what I wanted to do, and realized like I was good at things. Like I loved biology, and like I was terrible at math. I was really, really bad at math. I was
Same.
Math's
We can
hard.
get into
Math's
that.
hard.
Same.
yeah, math sucked, but I was good at science and stuff, and the conventional path to take. I mean, you've heard the stereotype like all Indians had to be doctors, lawyers.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but my parents and my brother all are engineers. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're really on the stereotype.
On the wave, yeah. So they're doing that so I could live my dream. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
That's
and it was
awesome.
yeah.
And they're supportive of it, totally.
Yeah. Like I mean, I had the gap year to think about what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I realized I could do these other things, but just the heart didn't lie.
Outside of music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, like you couldn't be you without doing music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And like it was just my calling, I had time to decide, and I still picked what I decided at
Yeah.
10 years old. So
Yeah, right.
yeah.
So what's like your earliest memory of you being like, oh, I want to do this?
Like, like play a chord on the guitar, you're like, oh fuck.
This is really funny. Okay. My mom is really into politics, and
Okay.
she loved Obama. Okay. And my first song was about how we had the first black president. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
and,
So that was your first song
that was I
Like that
think
you wrote?
so. Yeah, that
You
I
wrote
can
a song
remember. Yeah.
about
and-
Obama?
about
Do you
Obama.
happen to remember like can you give us some bars?
cares.
The first black president of the United States. It was something. It was along those lines.
Well, that makes sense.
That's a banger, bro. That was insane.
Thank you. And my mom, she loved it. She cried.
Your mom cried?
That's her song. Oh, okay. Speaking of first time that you're a musical, right? I actually would hum as a baby.
Really?
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
instead of crying?
Yeah, like instead of like just,
Never cried, just
Oh, the baby's she needs change. Humming menacingly.
Oh, that's the poop home right there. Go get the diaper.
Yeah. So like if anyone wants to debate with me about whether this is the right career choice, yes, it is.
She was humming
From
out
the
of
womb, bro. Jinx.
Personal drinks.
Ah,
Got him.
hey.
Drinking that amniotic fluid,
Yes.
So, when did you decide that then Bangalore wasn't the place for you? Then when did you realize that maybe Western music and LA was more suited to what you were trying to do than where you were at?
So I actually had a pretty lit career in Bangalore. Like I would gig all the time, and like India was like I loved it. I loved the people there, but I just realized like I don't know, the opportunities here to like really expand.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be a touring artist one day. Maybe I'll I don't know, maybe I'll be a touring artist one day, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know, like maybe is the point. You know, maybe who knows?
Yeah,
that's kind of the reality of moving to somewhere like LA. Yeah.
Everything's here, you know, like Universal, like Sony, like everything, like the Disney.
Yeah.
Like the things that I want to like really be a part of are all here, and it's a lot harder, but definitely the land of opportunity, you know what I'm saying? That's when I looked, I like was looking for colleges to go to. I found a place that actually accepted me, and I was like, you know what, like fuck yeah, let's go. Like, you know, like I got in, like wow. And it was just kind of mind-blowing that I actually made it. And I think that's when I was like feeling really, really confident about my choice.
So did you move to LA for college, or were you here already and applied?
So I was in India before I applied. Yeah. My parents, like I said, both parents and brother, super dope about deciding to be engineers. And luckily enough for me, they were just so encouraging about my career that I managed to come here. Because I would sing, oh my God, my dad and my mom, every party we go to, and I'm sure you guys can relate because you guys are musical, but my child is musical. Can you sing a song?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, like and Finlay,
like the can you play us a little something? I'm like, shut the fuck up.
No, for me, it was like my mom would always be like, she's like, yeah, he sits behind a computer all day and just boops and beeps. And I'm like, that's not like, and she's like, and then she'd always like get all of her like friends, you know, they'd pull up and then they'd be like, hey, can you go cue up that one song where all of me and my like mom friends are going to come down here after a night of bowling, and then they're going to be like,
Wine Night Book Club,
Wine Night Book Club,
and Micah's song.
And then they're going to be like, she's like, play that one song I love, and then I'm like, okay, and then I play it, and you know, my mom's like looking back and forth at like me and then her friends and being like, is it good? Is it good? My son, he's telling you, or whatever. It's like, I mean, I would much rather have that than my mom, who's like, you know, I hate you. You stupid boops and beeps, huh? You know? But yeah, it's just one of those things. So like, I relate to that too. Yeah. I feel like every mom at some point is going to be like.
My dad, oh my God, my dad and Adele.
Go way back?
Oh, they're
Dion, for some reason, he loves Celine Dion. But every time, any venue, Anika, sing that Adele. He'll be like, I'm like rolling in the deep, and he's like, yes.
That's so funny.
So like, he doesn't remember the name every time.
Every time.
Hey, if he's got Adele and Celine Dion and is his lineup, that shows something about, you know, your voice. And that too. Yeah, his taste.
He got taste.
Man got swag.
I think we could all do that.
I'm gonna pass.
Every night.
I'm not joining you.
Yeah, sorry, Anika, you're the singer here.
My dreams. No. Did I do it right?
Yeah, in my I see you,
I feel you.
Yeah, right.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. We messed up the lyrics.
You just kick down the door. Hey.
FBI open up. Classic. No, that's so sick. So I don't really know this, so I'm asking because I don't know. Do you like? You were born in India?
No.
Oh. Throat curveball right off the bat.
Before you could even.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stop. So where were you born?
Okay. So I was born in the Bay Area. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but let's go Bay. Let's go Bay. Bay.
Well, yeah.
It could be either or.
Yep.
Let's go, Bay. Okay. So I was born in the Bay Area. And then my dad got transferred to India.
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
at the raw ripe age of 2, I moved to India as well. Grew up there, did high school there, preschool, everything, bada bing, bada boom. And then post that came back to not the Bay Area, but California.
Yeah, back.
And
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a full circle moment coming back to LA then for you a little bit.
I mean, you don't
For
remember
real.
when you were 2, or do you? Do you have like vivid memories
I
as a
have-
2-year-old?
and she was
Oh my
in the
God.
corner humming, taking it all
Oh yeah,
in, bro.
facts. I forgot she's totally different than every
That
child ever.
hum, She's just taking it all in.
She's like, California,
Bay Area.
Bay Area, BAE and
Facebook.
BAY. That's so funny.
I do have one memory. Everything you guys just said, true. My first memory. I think it is my first memory. Because you know how like when your parents tell you about like things that you did?
Yeah.
And you
And you're
think
like-
that you remember, but you don't know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got you.
So I think my first actual memory that no one told me about was we had like a garden and a pool in
Mhm.
my California house. Fucking goated. Shout out mom, dad, engineer, MS. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Got that pool, baby.
Oh, I have a funny story about the pool too. But my first memory was potting plants in my
Wow.
garden with my dad. I think that's my first ever. Like
Well,
That's
it's
adorable.
fitting that you were talking about, biology, and you're also wearing
leaves.
some of the leaves
Some
that
of
were
our
for
set.
some of our set. You are really blending into the
Yeah, wait,
environment.
guys. Just to assure, can you see her, or is she too camouflaged? Just let
Yeah.
us know. We're not.
We're just talking to a chair.
Oh yeah, John Cena on the podcast
Oh,
today.
congrats! Yes.
You can see me. You can, right? You can see.
So this is kind of an awkward question, but I do have a point to it.
Okay.
So does that make you an American citizen, or are you? You are, yes.
I have dual citizenship, actually.
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But not really, because India doesn't take dual citizens. So
Mm.
although I've lived there my whole entire life, and I'm gonna get passionate about this because there are opportunities that I was denied
Mm.
because of my not actual Indian citizenship. I am an OCI card holder, which is an overseas citizen of India.
Okay.
And because of that, I couldn't, like, I would play sports a lot when I was growing up. And I wanted to represent India, and I wasn't allowed to.
Because you were born
Wow.
there.
Because I was born here. And I remember this distinct conversation that I had with one of my coaches. She
What
was like,
sport?
I would play football, well, soccer.
Hell
but,
yeah.
football. And I was also a runner, and I would play basketball.
Wow.
Yeah, so I know, right? You're so sporty.
Dual citizenship, also dual sport athlete. Come on.
And singer,
Yeah,
songwriter.
come on.
Jesus.
She
And
can't get
also
it
a
out.
plant.
on us. And also camouflage abilities.
That's- I mean-
oh.
We are really breaking barriers here on the podcast today.
I hate you
But
guys.
what were you saying? But
I'm
what,
sorry.
No, I love you guys.
but
Yeah.
what were you saying about the
Yeah.
OCI?
Yeah. So I remember this distinct conversation that I was having with one of my coaches, and I was supposed to be like I was supposed to be recruited to represent my state in
Mhm.
like the nationals. And she was like, "Why weren't you born in India?" And I was like, call up my dad, call my mom. Like,
You
I don't
asking the
know.
wrong person.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying. I'm like, I don't know. I had to go through all these steps. My school in India, shout out Inventor, gave me a fake a fake CV, like letter of exit, because that like proves that you've been in the country for a very long time. And then on the day that I submitted it, they changed the rules and regulations to like that's not counted. The
Oh,
only
what?
Oh
that's
my god! So what happened is they saw your application come
And
through,
there.
and they were like, "Oh, now hang on a fucking minute here. No.
Maybe I was just really bad. You know what I'm saying?
They were like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah, we don't want it.
She found the loop.
Some dude's just going through papers is like, "Hey boss,
We got another one.
we got someone." That's so funny. That's crazy though.
Yeah.
Even in like high school sports, that they take something like that so seriously.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. I mean, did you guys play high school sports?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I
And-
played
and
football too. Yeah,
The rules.
I played American football, so
we played real football.
Nah.
Anika and I played. Anika and I played real
Let's
football.
go. Okay, American football should be called hand egg.
Yes, but
hand egg.
I
You're
did-
throwing a ball with your hands. And
I
it looks
will
like an
say
egg.
I found out it's called football, and obviously everybody other than probably Anika and I knew this already. It's called football because the ball is a foot long.
I didn't know that.
Like I kind of like
I didn't know that.
You are blowing my mind.
no, that's why it's called football because the ball is, or at least originally was a foot long
That's why I
Interesting.
can never throw it.
Yeah,
because it's too long.
because you're 5'2", right?
Yeah, my hands are the size of baby hands.
She's humming from. Maybe humming as a baby like shrinks your hand size down.
all that vibrate, all those.
The vibration.
You can't grow. But wow, like that's an interesting fact. I did not know that.
Yeah,
I know. He's like, everyone probably knows
I
it.
didn't know that.
I
Yeah.
really kind of assumed that. As somebody who didn't grow up in America, that like I was always like, so why is it called football? And
Yeah.
I'm like, because it's football. And I'm like, but yeah, they don't use their hands
Yeah.
or like they don't use their feet. And that bitch is not really ball shaped, I have to say.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a-
That bitch looks like an egg.
As far as I'm concerned, that bitch looks like an egg. So
so question for you.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
In high school,
Hmm.
you did sports. Were you releasing music or were you making music at the time?
I have an interesting story about this.
oh,
I do not want to flame anyone. They kind of deserve to be flamed. You know who I'm talking about.
oh,
But
Wow.
I'm not going to flame you because you did do some cool things for me. But I so didn't know that you could release your music through individual like distributors.
yeah, like
Mhm.
DistroKid or whatever.
yeah, didn't know about that at all. Honestly, like I don't know a lot about like there's so many different paths in order to like make it. You know, it's like
Yeah.
you think you don't know, but you know. But it's
Yeah.
like there's just so many different lanes to like go in.
Yeah,
And
it's like one of those like like those books, the choose your own adventure books, where you're
Yeah.
like you're scrolling through it. Or like if you want to go in the cave, go to page 3. If you want to go around the cave, go to page 28.
Yeah.
That's what
That
kind
blew
of
my
music-
mind as a kid.
those were crazy. But that's kind of what the music industry is
Yeah.
like. You go in with kind of an idea of how you see your career going, and within
Yeah.
about 30 seconds,
You're on
you
page
get you get spun
374.
around,
Yeah.
and they're like, "No, actually, you're not going to do that. You're going to do something that you didn't even know. Like,
Was a
you're going to do a
profession,
job
yeah.
that you didn't know existed
Yeah.
when you got into this.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Exactly. So like it was just like there were so many options, so many lanes. I didn't know how to like really go about it. And I started this Instagram page when I was like 2016, like when Instagram like didn't just start, but like kind of like
Kind of was becoming
Before the
mainstream.
update of like the new like picture app icon. Do you remember when it used to
Oh,
be
when it
like
used to
the,
be like the
Yeah.
brown and
Take me back,
beige.
bro.
I
Yeah.
fucking swear. And can I tell you something crazy? They had this not update, but like this cool feature that you could use where you could see all the previous.
Oh yeah, I knew
Symbols?
that. I
Oh,
put mine
yeah.
back.
That one was not even the first.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was like a bunch before it.
So many before it. Yeah.
Crazy.
but- So when Instagram started trending, but not like at the initial stage,
Mm.
I created a page where I'd upload my music. It was called Anokhi Musics because that was
Okay.
my
Yeah.
that was my nickname, you know. And that did really well. And then I was like, I want to do more. And I went to a conference, a conference like with my high school.
How old
I-
were you at the time?
Hmm.
You said like 2016.
Yeah, maybe I would think I was 17. Maybe so the music page started 2015 or
Okay.
2016.
Okay.
The conference I think was when I was 17.
Okay.
Yeah, 11th grade. And so I had gone to Germany and I went to my school, right? And it was awesome. Like I met like so many great people and I had happened to run into a producer who was signed to a specific record label.
Mm.
And I sung at that conference because I was just encouraged to. The mom and
Yeah, right.
singing.
Come on.
Was that Adele one? Did
Yeah.
you sing Adele? Did you sing
Adele's
Adele?
rolling. Right now?
No.
No, did you?
I
No.
said, did you sing Adele? Like
I
at the con-
didn't. I didn't. I sang The Animals. I sang House of the Rising Sun.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was really awesome. You know, let's go. I actually don't. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to credit The Animals because no one knows where that song came from. But The Animals did the most popular version
of
of
it.
it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I
didn't
sung
even know
House
that.
of the Rising. Yeah, right. Cool fact.
Yeah.
But so I sung that, and the producer that really liked me got me in touch with the person that ran their not ran the record label, but like an agent or
You're like an A&R.
Yeah,
So you're
A&R
somebody there. Yeah.
yeah, someone there. So I got signed to a record label at 17. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
But I had like my fucking AS level exams and my A level exams, which I got an E in twice in math.
You can get E's?
I got it. You can get E's. They're like
Are these IB?
similar.
Okay.
Very similar.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't
similar
know
to
E's
IB.
existed.
Okay.
E's should not exist. But they're like basically telling the person that like they're not so bad that they failed, but they're so bad that they got less than a D.
Wow.
You know? Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was really bad. But so I was busy trying to do good at school, and like I didn't realize the amount of work it took to be a part of a label, but they weren't like we were remote, you know? So it's not like they were like totally like giving me their attention and like doing stuff like this where they were like, you know, like let's all be a part of it together. Like let me invite you over to record a podcast.
Yeah,
or
a
to record-
podcast or
yeah,
a
like,
show, like all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
there was like no personal touch, you know? And I was like listening to my music on Skype and
Mhm.
deciding like whether like this decision worked or that decision worked. And they made me sign a contract that was like they own everything, but like I have no say in like whether they want to change the name of my song. So I had a song
Oh.
called Synesthesia, which is about like, you know, associating
Yeah.
yeah.
Things with colors.
Yeah, things with colors, exactly. And mostly sound with color. But like I had a song about that.
Yeah.
And they wanted to change it to Sensation. And I let them. And then they released all my music. And I no longer wanted to be affiliated with them because it was just like such an intense workload. And like
Yeah.
like they were trying to force my creativity, which is like what I really didn't like. Because like I was creative and I did have material. But I was busy, you know, like trying to
Yeah.
develop it, trying to like do well in my exams that I got E's in, you know, and they I left in a kind of unrespectable way. I just ghosted them, which is not cool. But I didn't realize the contract, like I didn't realize the terms of the contract that I signed, and like if I release any of that music, I had 6 years that I couldn't release it.
Wow.
I think I have like 2 left. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's insane. I could not release it, could not perform it. And if I do, I get sued for 10,000 euros. I think that was the money.
Are they German?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Wow.
I'm not going to name them. But they were like, they didn't work with me, but they expected me to work. Like, this is the thing about an artist, you know, like we are kind of commodities.
Yeah.
They kind of have been commoditized a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Like music and art in and of itself has kind of been turned into a commodity
Exactly.
a little bit. And then, yeah, like they're kind of forcing you. They're like, we need an emotional, incredible, heartfelt
Artist that
song
someone can-
from
or, yeah.
your soul by 3 p.m. tomorrow for the Zoom meeting.
And that's,
know, like-
yes. And it makes it so like, that's not
One-dimensional.
emotional and heartfelt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's not emotional and heartfelt, you know? Yeah.
So the
Like,
question for
it's
you
just-
that I have is looking back on this now, I know that you still have like 6 years, or you have 2 years left, right? Or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Would you, if you could go back and change it, would you?
I would honestly, it was cool to be a part of a record label. I didn't do enough research about like the success of it, but I wish that I had someone more proficient in
Like a lawyer or something to read over the contract?
Yeah, because I did have a lawyer that read over it, but he was not specific to music.
You're like, you're a lawyer, not an entertainment lawyer.
Yeah, not an entertainment lawyer. And like he was like, you got a record deal, fucking sign it. Regardless
Yeah.
of like, like just do
Bruh,
it, you know?
okay.
And like bad decision.
Yeah, that's
like
terrible.
yeah, that was terrible.
Hey, yo,
and like
forget shaming the record label, shame the lawyer, bro.
And he's like, I don't know. These just a bunch of words.
Yeah.
He can't even read. He's like, what is this?
No, but like that's the thing. Like, I mean, once you get something like that, it's like, holy fuck, you're on the map. You know,
Yeah.
like do it. And oh my god, I remember how naive I was when I just started. I released a song called Arrow, and I had posted on my Instagram story, do you think this is gonna be my big break? Right? Like, am I gonna be famous after this?
Yeah.
I released one song.
Then you were like, this is it.
This is it. I'm done.
This is
I
the
released
hit.
it. Yeah, it's fucking happening. And good news about that song. It like made it like on the iTunes.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Wow.
on
Like the
iTunes
charts?
list in India. Yeah, so like fuck yeah. I got up to a number 1 for like 2 hours, and then it went back.
That's
down.
crazy.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
still a number one.
But, yeah,
Put that on the
that's-
website. That's a number one.
Let's go, right? But and that was with the record label, and I was like feeling so confident about it, you know?
Yeah.
So like this is gonna work out. And then whatever the hell happened with synesthesia, sensation, it just like I don't know. It's like I can do those things that you were just saying, you know, like be emotional, be like make me cry with
Yeah.
your music, right? Don't force me to do it. Like it's just won't work.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
natural if it doesn't come with life and how it comes.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like if you're trying to force something, especially as like personal and sensitive as songwriting can be,
yeah.
Mhm.
to try and like put a deadline and a number and a value on something like that. We're like, we need the number 1 hit. It's gonna make people bawl their eyes out.
Yeah, right.
At their eyes out at concerts. They're gonna be like in the street screaming your name at the hotel.
Yeah. Like
But also, we need it by tomorrow. And
Yeah.
also, this sound is really big on TikTok right now, so you need to include this
That-
type of sound.
The
in the
renegade.
song.
We need the
Oh,
renegade
yeah.
in a
Also,
heartthrob
you
song.
need it needs while also being upsetting and making people cry. Also needs to make people want to dance. So
Yeah.
they make
Like a TikTok
TikToks to
dance.
it.
literally,
like-
like stop giving me conditions on my art, and maybe I could do it good.
Facts.
There you
You know?
go.
Yeah, like for real though. Like,
Yeah.
You know,
And
well,
I was just gonna say, all of us are artists.
Yeah.
I feel like you both could relate to that so much.
Yeah.
totally.
You know?
One of
Yeah.
my favorite songwriters, he actually recently passed away. His name is Busby.
Okay.
He did a bunch of stuff like behind the scenes for like a bunch of country and pop. But there was an interview with him that I listened to. But one of my favorite things that I always like take in is he was always like, being a musician and being an artist is one of the hardest things, because what you're selling, your product that you're selling, and not just an artist, but just a creative,
Yeah.
the art that you are selling a lot of the times is yourself. You
Yeah.
put
Mm.
your experiences and your hardship and all of that into every single vowel sound, like whatever you're
Yeah.
doing, like it's there, whether you're
Yeah.
producing, singing, whatever. And what's hard is then as soon as you get into streaming and accessibility, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, now myself that I just sold, like I just sold my
myself,
soul
Yeah.
to this song, and then now it's going to be graded, and now with like streams
Literally.
and whatnot, you get to be like, oh, turns out like this demographic is attracted to it, or oh hey, it flopped, so then all of a sudden
Yeah.
it's like, oh, my worth is nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, you can look at a screen and literally be like, I am worth half what I was
Yeah.
14 days ago because
Yeah.
it says right there.
Yep.
You know, like, in this day and age, it can be really hard to try and like separate that emotional songwriting idea of being able to just create for yourself
Yeah.
from like the what's popping on TikTok right now,
Yeah.
what sounds good right now.
And like another thing that like, oh my God. Okay. Like just going off on like what you said, right? It's like you, right? Like it's literally yourself that you're selling. And it's so much, it's like your heart and your soul and like your mind. Like it's like the most personal parts of you. And like, the TikTok thing, you know, like having that, literally we're commodities. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like we are. And like we're judged, and some people, and okay, another thing, like, oh my God, when people like say that, like I like this, I don't like this is trash, this is awesome, this is great,
Yeah.
this is like, what gives you the authority,
Yeah.
bro? Like,
yeah.
you make a song and have people fucking listen to it. And like, there are certain things that like everyone can agree is good. And there's certain things that like people agree are like average or whatever. But like having that be like what we're doing, I don't know. It's just, it's It's insane. And then having like platforms like TikTok that literally have trendy music that somehow qualifies to good, you know, just because you've heard it a billion times.
Yeah.
Like that also definitely has something to do with it. Like if I'm watching a video and the same audio is used, like
You're like,
oh, that's a great song.
Yeah.
It's stuck in my head, you know?
You hear it over and over and over
I
again.
will say
Yeah.
though, you know the one TikTok song that's like, oh no. I hate that with such a passion.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's stuck in your head.
It's so.
That song went fucking crazy
Yeah.
because of it, though.
And is that even a song? I mean, yeah,
It's like
but
it's like a pitched up
sound
sample
bite, yeah.
of the song or something. Like I don't think that's the original tempo or pitch of
or
the
anything.
sound.
Yeah.
But that's what's funny. That's what we were talking about in Adam's podcast. How
Yeah.
like almost every single, or Adam Wright, if you're not
Yeah.
familiar.
Adam down the hall. Adam.
Yes. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy because like even in like every single TikTok sound, like half of it has like been remixed or sampled, and it's not even the original audio, you know,
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
bunch of the TikTok stuff.
Oh, speaking of that, you know, honestly, I want to give this person a shout out just in case this ever booms. But there's this artist called Marika Hackman.
Mm.
She's fucking incredible. Also, one of my inspos, I didn't mention that in our previous video, but she's amazing. And you know that song like I follow you deep sea, baby.
I don't.
Weird.
I don't
Okay.
think I know that song. I'm
It's
sorry.
really that remix of it is a really popular. It's on like it's on YouTube. It has like over like I don't even know like over 600 million views.
Oh, wow. So we are not in the loop.
We are we are under a rock over here at Roseflower Records.
We're trying to hype up new artists. It's just like, you know that one big song? We're like, huh?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, I'm glad you don't know it though, because the artist that made it, it was so deep and intimate and personal, and it got remixed. I don't know if she was credited at all
Wow.
for the song, and pissed me off, you know, because like same thing as the TikTok trend, same thing as like, you know, if you made a song and a remix of it booms.
Yeah, you'd be low-key like, and then like, or like, and then they don't credit you. Low-key, you'd be a little bit pissed.
Yeah, I'd sue them. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, call up that lawyer.
Yeah.
Call up your boy.
Call up my lawyer.
They'll be like, so I don't really know what the fuck it says.
I'd sign it though.
Are you suing? What are we doing again? Are you signing? Sign it. You have a deal? Yeah, sign it. What are you?
I feel bad roasting this lawyer. He's actually really cool, but like he didn't know any.
But that's, I mean, the job of a lawyer is, you know.
To know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like something that we're doing also right now, like in school. Like we're all learning about like, you know, like what to sign and what to not sign. And
yeah.
Helpful.
I was like, sign it. You
Yeah.
know? Like, let's go.
Let's do
Fucking
it.
hell. I got a deal.
Yeah. So I have a totally different question, still on music though.
Okay.
So
Not about space.
No, it is no. I
What's
actually.
your favorite planet?
It's actually about geometry.
Mars.
I hope you're prepared.
Saturn, it has rings. Mhm.
Sorry.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry.
No,
No,
we actually
We just
have
had a moment about the planet.
Planet.
We have a math test coming up
Yeah.
actually, so I hope that you're.
Hey, yeah.
No, so your artist name.
Leaves.
Oh no,
She
wait.
made
Okay.
like a tree and
give
left.
her a second to get the leaves back up. Resettle into the camouflage. Blend in. So
Okay.
your artist name is Anokhi. Anokhi, yes?
Yeah.
So that is, I'm just going to go out on a limb. That's not English, right?
No.
I'm not tripping. It's not just a word I don't know. So do you want to tell us like where that came from and that kind of the meaning behind that?
Yeah. So, when I was being named, right,
While you were humming in the corner.
well,
So like, what the fuck do we name this humming baby? It won't stop humming.
should have named me Hummus.
Hummus? Yo, honestly,
Hummus the humming baby.
Hummus
that
is
sounds
a
like some
golden-
Dr. Seuss shit. Hummus the humming baby had 3
Hummus the
hummingbirds.
hummer hummed all day. Hummus the hummer had no words to say.
Hummus drove a Hummer. Even though she was a bay.
Oh gosh.
All right, so
Bay. Bay. Yeah.
Anokhi.
Sounds like a mushroom.
Low key, like it kind of does. Hey, you want some like Anokhi salad with that on the side, you know?
Yeah.
I have mushroom, you know what I'm saying? I take those.
Hey,
Okay.
yo.
Okay, but getting back to it, let's get serious.
Let's bring it down.
Let's bring it.
It is a serious podcast.
It's very professional, but so my dad. So okay, I gave a little tidbit in like the video that we did before this,
Yeah.
but like I'll go even deeper into it, right? So my dad wrote my name, wrote my potential names on like a little on a whiteboard in his office, and he made like columns, and the one that was voted for the most was Anika, and that was his.
Did he have it like his coworkers vote?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's fun.
shit.
Did you guys?
You got named by raffle?
I got named by Ralph.
Democracy.
Like, literally, that's dad.
Just side note with dad real quick.
Dad just looked up top 50 names and was like, "What do you guys say?" Logan,
For those of you
the
who
guy behind the
didn't-
camera, just said, "No wonder your first song was about Obama."
I
Straight up.
love democracy.
Shout out. I mean, obviously,
Put
Yeah.
that on a
So
sticker.
thank God, though. Actually, like, thank God. But we're not gonna dive too deep into that. Coming back to Anokhi, Anika. So my names were written, right? My mom picked Anokhi, asked the family too, not even just his coworkers. They asked my family. My dad asked his office. I got like the little poll for like when it was gonna be decided, you know, and everyone said Anika, but my grandmother on my dad's side, my dad's mom, was a Sanskrit teacher, and Anokhi means unique in Sanskrit. And my mom really wanted to name me that, and I wish she did. I wish she did. But clearly, through the polls and the votes, you know,
democracy has a say.
Democracy had to
democracy
prevail.
had to say. Honestly, fuck. Just kidding.
Hey, yo.
No, thank God. Thank you, bro. But yeah, I was named Anika, and I decided to make my name Anokhi because I wanted to just, you know, shout out like these very powerful women in my life
Oh, yeah.
who made a
For sure.
very goated decision, you know,
That's
Go
right.
to decision.
yeah. Goated decision that didn't come into place because my dad loves golf and I was named after a freaking golfer, but I only have one N. And Anika Sorenstam has two.
Oh, is that who I was going to ask who it was.
Yeah. And
Anika who?
I think I'm pronouncing her last name right. I might be messing it up, but I think it's Sorenstam.
Okay.
Pretty
Sorenstam.
sure it's Sorenstam.
Okay.
Yeah. And like, she's really good. And my dad wanted to, you know, name me after an athlete. Surprise, surprise.
Obviously,
he
all
was
did.
still on the
obviously-
right track.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, obviously, your whole the whole office did too.
Yeah.
I bet they're all just watching golf and like, hey, you should do. Yeah,
Hey, you know what would work for your, hey, is your wife pregnant? Like,
yeah.
you're like in the sports in Buffalo Wild Wings watching golf one day.
You get named after the waitress. Oh yay! My name's Abby.
After a waitress, not was on TV.
No hate to Abby's out
Yeah,
there.
Abby's are cool if you're cool.
There you go. Well,
Yeah.
I think we are. I think we're about out of time
Okay.
today. But just one final question. So, as somebody who they lived in California, moved to Bangalore, moved to India.
Yeah.
Hello, Micah. Moved back to California. If you were to go back, maybe to you before you signed your deal, and just with the information you know now, or somebody in a similar place, somebody's being offered a deal kind of like what you were, and you come to them in a dream,
Give
like
some advice to some.
exactly
youngins.
somebody in that position that you were. They've got a deal. Maybe they don't really understand it. Everybody seems to be telling them to take it.
Yeah.
What would you say to somebody?
the
in
lawyer.
that? Even the lawyer.
Even the lawyer.
What do you? But they're not sure. You
Yeah.
know. What would you say to someone like that?
Be an engineer. Just kidding.
That's a solid,
That's good.
reliable.
You know what? That's life
100K a
advice
year.
right there.
Okay, if I had to genuinely give a piece of advice, I've never been asked that. That's a beautiful question. And I'm going to get as real as possible.
Do it.
Hell yeah.
You have to love it. You have to ask yourself 1,000 fucking times before you make the decision to do what all of us are trying to do.
Yeah.
If it was work, if you had to get up and make things you didn't want to make, if you had to listen to people you don't want to listen to. But with regards to your art, with regards to literally your soul, would you do it and would you be happy? Would it make you hate it? And if it would, don't fucking do it, because you can still pursue the art outside of the career you decide to do otherwise. There's that quote, right? You work, if you do what you love every day of your life, you're not working. But this is the thing. You don't get to do what you love on your terms sometimes. Hopefully that's the goal, that you get to do it on your terms, right? But for a while there, for a very long time until you make it, you will probably have to do things you really don't like. And the thing you're compromising on is yourself, your soul. So if you really fucking love it, do it. If you really fucking love it and you think you can do it in the way that I didn't when I was in high school, sign that deal, But also look into the deal. Look into the deal.
Read the notes.
Read that shit. Yeah, like don't do anything remote. Don't do anything remote. Try to find something local. Try to find something that works for you.
Yeah, someone who actually believes in you. Someone who has seen you and your mission and your vibe and kind of knows what you're about.
Yeah.
Not just somebody who's like, oh, they sound cool.
Yeah. Don't. The thing is, we are commodities. Don't be a commodity. If you feel like if you feel like you're being sold for profit with someone that you have absolutely no touch with, I would say don't do it. Like, I'm not signed yet, and hopefully one day, I do get signed. But if I ever feel like they're infringing on my artistry, I just wouldn't do it, because it breaks you. It really fucking does.
Yeah.
It breaks you. Just if you work every day and you do what you love, you'll be happy. Do what you love. Genuinely do that. Don't compromise on that. Just don't, because it's you. It's your soul and your heart. And yeah,
that is a beautiful sentiment to end on. So,
100%.
Anika, that camera, any plugs, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you want to shout out.
Wow.
This is your moment. Here you go. Look at the cameras. Plug yourself.
Okay. So my Instagram, I don't have anything else yet, but it will come soon, and you'll probably find that on my Instagram, is the only Anokhi. And Anokhi is spelled Anokhi.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. And Micah, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter, as I like to say, tweeter. Just sometimes switch it up sometimes. But yeah, Instagram and Twitter at Micah W Music.
Yeah, never let them know your next move, right?
Never.
And I am Finlay Matthias. You can find me at Finlay Did It on Instagram. You can watch Anokhi's Roseflower Live episode out now on the Roseflower Records YouTube channel. To find out more about Roseflower Records, Roseflower on Instagram at Roseflower Records, roseflowerrecords.com. My name is Finlay Matthias. Again, Anokhi, thank you so much for being with us.
I cannot wait to see where Anokhi goes.
Thank you so much for having me. You guys are great.
Thank you so much.
So great.
All right. See you.